A question I always wonder when I'm considering joining someone else's business program is this. Your testimonials are great. Clearly, some people are getting really good results with your program. But what about average results? What about people who don't get the results that you promise? What happens if I'm not happy or if I don't get the expected results? Now, are you wondering the same thing about Productivity Powerhouse? Because I have been sharing all about Productivity Powerhouse, my signature anti-hustle e-course this week, and I'm guessing you might be wondering, what are the average results? In this video, let's answer this exact question. And just a reminder, Productivity Powerhouse is my signature anti-hustle e-course designed especially for solopreneurs so that you can build a business that you love and that fully supports your personal lifestyle wants and needs, your personality and your learning style and how your unique brain works, as well as your personal values, vision, and goals, so that you can produce higher quality work for your clients and customers faster and more easily without burning out and without sacrificing your personal life. So that is what Productivity Powerhouse is. And by the way, you can get the full details about Productivity Powerhouse and join at saganmorrow.com/powerhouse. Link is in the show notes. Now let's get into this question about the average results that you can expect from Productivity Powerhouse. There are really 5 different parts to this question. So let's break this down into each of those 5 parts. So part number 1, what are the typical results, not just the cream of the crop results that people get inside Productivity Powerhouse? So most people in Productivity Powerhouse report feeling more confident, energized, pleasantly satisfied with their work-life balance, deeply fulfilled and joyful in the work that they do, a huge improvement in their clarity and focus, better boundaries, both internally and externally with other people. And they also report having saved 6 to 8 hours a week every week. Now, some people in Productivity Powerhouse report saving 10 or more hours each and every week. The least amount of time saved that anyone has ever reported is 4 hours a week every week. Okay. And when I do believe that when this is being reported at, people have saved 4 hours in a week, that's way skewed low. Okay. Because the vast majority of people report having saved 6 to 8 hours a week. And in those few cases when someone has reported something as low as only saving 4 hours a week, they typically haven't actually finished the program yet. So they haven't even finished Productivity Powerhouse, but they've already saved 4 hours a week each and every week. And when we do that math, that still adds up to quite a bit over the course of a year, right? And over the course of many years in the future. And by the way, those people who have reported saving 4 hours a week each and every week, they're still delighted with these other things that they have gotten from Productivity Powerhouse, and they're still really happy about having saved 4 hours a week. Every testimonial that I share is the typical results, okay? I am not hiding any results from what people experience in Productivity Powerhouse. When I share rave reviews of Productivity Powerhouse and the amazing results that people get, that is the norm. I do not cherry pick reviews. And this means that you are fully capable of experiencing those really amazing results for yourself too. Plus, I make it super easy for you to know exactly what to do and when to do it and how to do it. Because in Productivity Powerhouse, you get flowcharts that tell you if X, then Y. And you get customizable templates and real life examples. And you get a checklist that provides you with the specific actions to do in which order with estimated time allotments associated with each step. So you really do have a lot of help every single step along the way. So that is the first part of our question for today. Part 2, what if I'm an outlier? So what are my options if Productivity Powerhouse doesn't work for me? Okay, in that very unlikely case, then challenge accepted. Okay. If you feel like you are an outlier, if you are not satisfied with the results that you get from this program, and or if you are struggling to get the results that you desire, then please reach out and let's talk about it. I am here for you. I want you to succeed. So if the Productivity Powerhouse framework does not work for you, then I am going to provide you with personalized recommendations. I am going to review the framework for any gaps or areas of improvement. And I am going to provide you with additional trainings and resources as needed and really ensure that you are set up for true success. I want you to succeed. So if you are not getting the results that you desire, then I'm going to take that as a challenge. And I'm going to look at, what's going on here? How can we make sure that you do get those results that you desire? Part 3, has anyone ever been unhappy with the program? Great question. So in the 3.5 years that Productivity Powerhouse has been in existence, one person has expressed their unhappiness with the program. Here's what happened. This person reached out to me 4 days after joining Productivity Powerhouse. So it was less than a week. It was literally just 4 days after they joined Productivity Powerhouse. They reached out to me, they emailed me to tell me that they had not gotten the results that they wanted. Now, it's important to note here that although you can experience immediate change with Productivity Powerhouse, 4 days probably isn't enough time to get all the results that you want from the program. Okay, we can get you really fast results and really incredible results, but 4 days probably isn't enough time to actually experience the full breadth of results that you can get from the program. So when they emailed me 4 days after joining the program to tell me that, they hadn't gotten the results they wanted, I emailed them back. I responded back to them within 12 hours because it's really important to me, again, that you are fully satisfied. So I reached out, and in my email, I thanked them for sharing that with me because I truly, genuinely always appreciate your feedback, regardless of whether that's positive or negative or anywhere in between. I always want your feedback, okay? So I thanked them for sharing that with me. I also provided them with encouragement. I gave them a little mini pep talk. And then I also asked them for more details so that I could fully understand their concerns because they hadn't really shared a lot about the specifics with me in this email. It was a pretty short email that they sent me. And so I asked them very specific questions to best be able to understand their experience and to better help them. I wanted more details. And then the last thing that I did in this email response to them was to offer to hop on a call with them so that I could listen to them and address all of their concerns. Now, within 3 months, okay, so I did that within 12 hours. Within 3 months, I did a massive overhaul of the entire Productivity Powerhouse curriculum to drastically improve it based on this person's feedback. And I did this even though that version of the curriculum had already received rave reviews from many other solopreneurs, okay? So as you can see, I truly did listen to what this person said, and I made changes as a result. So we kept all of the good things that everyone else really loved about the program, but we also made some really important changes to improve upon it and ensure everyone's satisfaction and future satisfaction. Now, here's something else that I want to note about this particular situation that's really, really important. So this unhappy customer submitted their productivity self-assessment checklist upon joining Productivity Powerhouse. It's one of the things that you do when you join the program. You get a welcome survey that does a productivity self-assessment checklist so that we can gauge where you're at when you start the program. And then as you continue throughout the program, you do the self-assessment checklist a few more times so that we can measure your progress and we can see where there are gaps and that kind of thing. So they submitted it when they first joined, and they also submitted that same checklist 4 days later, the same day that they reached out to express their disappointment. And when we compared their initial checklist answers to the next set of answers, when we compared the checklist from the day they joined to 4 days later when they did it again, it turned out that they had already experienced several big improvements with their productivity over the course of those 4 days. Even though they said, I'm not getting the results that I want, when we looked at their responses to the checklist, they had actually already made these incredible improvements to their productivity. So all of this is to say, even though one person has been unhappy with this e-course, and again, that is one person over the course of 3.5 years, even though this one person did have that, they weren't satisfied with their results, there's a few pieces here, right? So first, they actually did experience internal results, and they experienced it very fast within 4 days based on their own self-assessment in that checklist. Okay, they actually did experience results. Second, I took the time to listen to them and made changes to the program based on their feedback. And third, what you get now when you join the program has been vastly upgraded since that iteration of the curriculum. And I have to also say that other people have expressed how much they love the program at every iteration of the curriculum. Every time that I update it, even the very first iteration of it, people were still giving it rave reviews. So the vast majority of people love this program. And again, all of this is to say, I take your satisfaction very seriously. I will listen to your concerns and I will take action as a result. And even if a person might be unhappy, they probably are actually getting results, which is really cool. It's really cool to see that the results were actually happening. But regardless, I still made changes and I still addressed their concerns because I really, truly care about your satisfaction. Okay. The fourth part to this whole question that we are addressing today. What opportunities are there to share my experience and also my constructive feedback? So as you've probably already guessed, based on what we've been talking about today, I am always available to answer your questions via email, okay? You can reach out to me at any time while you're inside that program. So in Productivity Powerhouse, you also have numerous check-in points along the way. You have survey options, including anonymous surveys, to provide your honest feedback and critiques. And I do provide anonymous options so that you feel very safe and comfortable with voicing your true thoughts and opinions. So you have multiple different assessments and check-in points, and you can contact me via email. There are many different ways to share about your feedback and share your thoughts and ask questions and get my direct responses. It is me who is responding to your emails. It is me who is looking at each and every response to each and every survey. I am looking at all of these things. It's not someone else who's doing it, it's me. I'm looking at all of them and I take them all very seriously. I take all of it into consideration. Okay, now the fifth and final part of today's question around, what are the average results of Productivity Powerhouse? Part number 5, what are people who have taken this program actually saying about Productivity Powerhouse? So here are a few things that solopreneurs say as a result of doing the program. So Alicia is a freelance editor, and Alicia says, Productivity Powerhouse is excellent. It enabled me to create a schedule that works for me and my family. I have 3 children who are in school, so being able to productively use my time when they are in school is critical for me. I also feel motivated to adhere to a schedule again, which is particularly important because I completed the program during the pandemic. Now I feel less overwhelmed with the tasks I have to complete to run my business successfully, which helps me spend more time with my family while still putting in productive days at work. I loved that I was able to complete the program at my own pace. Sagan's lessons were very motivating, and I found myself looking forward to each module. Productivity Powerhouse is wonderful and highly motivating. I recommend it for anyone who's feeling overwhelmed and wants to be more purposeful in the direction they are taking their business. I have been able to save 10 hours a week as a result of the tools I've gained from this program. So again, that was Alicia, a freelance editor. Now, Annabeth is a project manager who works for a company, not a solopreneur, works for a company, has a big team that she manages and that kind of thing. And she also took Productivity Powerhouse. So here is what Annabeth has to say. I cannot tell you how amazing it is to actually shut off from my workday and focus entirely on my family in the evenings. Before taking Productivity Powerhouse, I would walk past my office door and be reminded of the 1,001 tasks still waiting for me to complete. Now I walk past my office door without another thought because I already know I will be ready to work the next day. It's only been a few weeks since I joined Productivity Powerhouse, and I can say with complete confidence that the skills I learned in this course have saved me at least 6 hours every week. Not to mention the emotional benefit of closing out my work computer at the end of the day with full satisfaction of everything that I'd accomplished that day. My team is even working more efficiently now that I have a more productive plan that has us moving forward rather than in circles. Productivity Powerhouse has absolutely started me and my team down a better, more productive path. So again, that is what Annabeth had to say, a project manager and team leader who works remotely but works for a large online company. Now, Kara is a registered psychotherapist, and she says, I want to tell you how much I am appreciating the companion guide, which is the ebook version of Productivity Powerhouse. I've been reading a few pages every morning, and yesterday started the Step 1 assessment in the workbook. I'm imagining repeating this process often for different projects. The thought process questions were all very insightful, and I have new clarity on how knowing my values is so essential and powerful. I can't tell you my joy, and I have done many assessments over the years, in seeing all of this so clearly and being able to make connections to how this knowledge can support me in achieving my goals. The process has been breathtaking. I am soaking up Productivity Powerhouse with a full heart and much delight. Good things are happening here just for even having dipped my toes into the waters. So again, this is, Kara is a registered psychotherapist. That is what she has to say about Productivity Powerhouse. And she was only on step 1 assessment in the workbook. So you can see that, even just starting the program has made this huge impact for her. It's been really, really helpful for her. And then we have CJ, a pet photographer. So CJ says, before joining Productivity Powerhouse, I had too much to do with not a lot of time to do it. I was also regularly exhausted and wasn't taking care of myself well or giving myself the space I needed to be effective in my 2 businesses. I had burned out severely, requiring a 3-day hospital stay in the intensive care unit. So I wanted to be more productive and have better time management and energy management skills before I burnt out again, thus leading me to find Productivity Powerhouse. I joined Productivity Powerhouse because I wanted to be able to cut down on my to-do list and give myself the systems I needed to manage my energy, get my tasks done, and have the time I need to do everything and then have time left for a life that I love. Productivity Powerhouse was very helpful. I now have a few key systems and strategies in place that I regularly use from this system, and I've saved about 5 to 8 hours a week thanks to Productivity Powerhouse. Now I have more energy and free time to spend more time on my hobbies and interests while knowing that my business is constantly evolving and getting better. It also has given me what I need to know exactly what to do each week, month, and year. Productivity Powerhouse is a great course that helped me put the systems I needed in place. Productivity Powerhouse helped give me the confidence I know I won't burn out again, or at least catch it before it happens. I can now be the CEO I want to be and know that my business is growing and that it will last because I'm making the right decisions at the right time and with the right guidance. So again, that is what CJ had to say, and he is a pet photographer, as well as his other business is around freelance editing. And CJ also took Productivity Powerhouse while working a 9-to-5 job. So he was working this 9-to-5 job and growing 2 side hustles at the same time. And that was his experience, which is so wonderful to see the amount of results, the type of results that he got from this program. So if you want these experiences for yourself, the types of experiences that Alicia and Annabeth and Kara and CJ have all experienced, then join Productivity Powerhouse today. Visit saganmorrow.com/powerhouse. Link is in the show notes. So there you go. I hope that fully answers your questions and addresses any hesitations that you might have about the program. Again, if you have been wondering, what are the average results like? What happens if I don't get the results that I expect? Now you know. So that really takes the risk out of joining Productivity Powerhouse. And if you have ever thought to yourself, I know Productivity Powerhouse can benefit me, but the timing isn't right, then this is your moment. This is what you have been waiting for. And because Productivity Powerhouse is specifically designed to free up your time and get you fast results, it's absolutely doable for you to start now, even though you have a lot of other things on your plate. We are going to make your life and your business feel easier and remove things from your plate. We are going to decrease your overwhelm, improve your clarity and your focus when you join Productivity Powerhouse. So you can do that today by visiting the links below. They are all in the show notes, saganmorrow.com/powerhouse. I will see you on the inside.